Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset, part of Team Empire and Team Rising Tide. Welcome to tonight's instant commissions training. Tonight we're going to be going over ways to make instant money from your clients so that you do not have to wait on the traditional commission. Also different ways to earn that commission on trips that are not commissionable by our suppliers. So one of the first things that I want to show you guys is Evo Plus. Now, I know you all have heard of it. Let me get into my Evo Plus page if it is actually working today. So I know yesterday they were having a problem with it, and if not, we will abandon it and go to Evo Rewards. So Evo Plus is a wholesale hotel system that we have access to that gives us deep discounts. And those discounts we can pass right on to our clients. Evo Plus is still down. Okay, that's great. So for those of you who are trying to get into it, Evo Plus is still down. I need to let the office know about that. So let's go into Evo Rewards, and I will show you how you can make instant commission through that. So let me do this. Let me share my screen. All right. So if you guys are more than welcome to use Evo Rewards for your clients as well, if you're looking for a hotel room. Concept is similar to Evo Plus, but this is a discount system as well. Now, you do not receive any commission on Evo Rewards bookings. So you would have to add what's called an instant commission to this so that you would make some commission. So let's just take a popular destination such as Las Vegas. And let's see what they come up with for a hotel. Now, the nice thing about Evo Rewards is that they will actually do a comparison for us with other online travel agencies such as Priceline. So let's take the Paris Las Vegas right here. Priceline's rate is $179. Okay, look at our rate on Evo Rewards. If you had a client that wanted to go visit Las Vegas, you could suggest to them the Paris Las Vegas, which is a 4-star resort hotel on the Strip for $31 a night. Total with taxes comes to $36. Your clients would still be responsible for the resort fee of, I believe it's like $39 a night. Okay, you're still saving your clients a lot of money. Okay, you're still saving them $147 off the Priceline.com price. They're not going to find a better deal than that. Okay, because they would still have the resort fees tacked on to this price as well. So let's just take a look at the hotel details itself. Again, it has all the descriptions and everything. This is the Bordeaux room, a 2-queen non-smoking room, or the Burgundy room, or a king room. So you've got all these rooms to choose from that are still under $50 a night. Okay, so you still have all these discounts that you can use for your clients and earn instant commission. So you can go to your client and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Client, I've got this great deal on the Paris Las Vegas. I can get you a room for $36 a night plus resort fees. Or what you can say to them is, I found this great deal and I will beat Priceline by $50 a night plus resort fees. Okay, so if it was coming up $183, you charge your client $133. You pay the $38 a night to Evo Rewards, and then you take the difference. So let's figure that difference out. So 144 minus 50, you're going to make an instant commission of $94 a night. So say they wanted to go for 5 nights, that's $470 straight into your pocket that you are making in right now money. And again, remember, Evo Rewards, you do not receive any commission from that. So you don't have to fill out a commission tracking form. This is going straight into your pocket, guys. Yeah, I know Evo Plus, Kaylee has not been working with the links to the other competitors. David said they took that off at the beginning during the holiday season. So I'm going, yeah. So what you do is, let me go back to the main page here. So with tax, it comes to $36 a night. You're saving your client $148. Okay. So are you following me there?
Yes.
Okay. So say you wanted to mark this up by $50 for your client, or you wanted to take $50 off this Priceline price. Okay. You tell your client that, hey, I can get you this same room. Priceline has it at 183. I can get it for 133. Okay. Per night, plus you would pay the resort fees when you get there. You subtract that by 36, and that leaves you with a total of $97 in instant commission per night that you make. Okay, does that make sense? So you're marking it up, you're charging your client the 133, but you're going to make 2 separate charges to them. Exactly. That's exactly right, Lauren. You decide how much you are going to make on that instant commission.
Mark, I'm really sorry. I think I'm too tired for this. The math's not mathing for me.
Okay, so again, you tell your client that you found this room for $183 on Priceline. You tell them that you can get it for them for 133. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you're only actually paying $36 a night.
So they're paying me.
They're paying you an
directly.
extra $97 a night in instant commission.
Okay.
So that is instant money that is going directly into your pocket, Callie.
So how does the money get to me? Would they
I'm going to explain that.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to explain all of that. So there are several different ways that you can go about getting that money. One way is you can have your client pay you in cash. Okay, that's a tried and true method. But if you're not with them, like most of us are not, you've got Venmo. You've got Cash App. There is Zelle. Or I suggest using Square. That way you can charge your client's credit card directly for that commission. So you're going to tell your clients that they're going to see 2 charges on their credit card. Number 1 is going to be from the supplier for the room. And number 2 is going to be a service fee, or however you want to word it. So Square does charge a fee. However, I am going to give you a referral code at the end of this video, and I will put it into the link in the description. I will put the link into the description that will give you guys $1,000 in free processing within your first 180 days if you sign up using my referral code. After that, it's 3.3% plus 30 cents. So it's very minimal. Or if your client decides to initiate an ACH bank transfer, so a direct deposit from bank to bank, it's only 1%. And that would be for your corporate clients. So, and I can show you exactly how I would do it on Square. So all you would do you would book the room like normal. You would just select room. Say you wanted to do the Bordeaux room, the 2-queen non-smoking, you would just click on book now, proceed to checkout. I did a one-nighter. $56.63 is what your card's going to be charged. And it's due at the hotel, actually. Okay. Make sure to read all of the hotel policies and everything, because a lot of these hotels will tell you what their resort fees are, but not all of them. Exactly, Caitlin. Service fees are for your services rendered as a licensed travel agent. And I'm going to go over service fees as well during this, because those are a form of instant commission as well. So that fee is per night because you are booking it at this rate per night. So you're saving your client. Technically, you are saving your client $147, but you're keeping 97 of that. The property fee is per night in Las Vegas and in Orlando and in Mexico and the Caribbean. So if your guys are going to convention, you notice that we have an $18 a day proper resort fee that we have to pay at South Point. They've reduced that in half for our room block because we do our convention at South Point every year. So that is just something that all Las Vegas resorts and hotels have. And that is to pay for things such as Wi-Fi, housekeeping, self-parking, stuff like that. So, but it's per day that we're charged that. And those are just added fees from the hotel or the resort. You can do this instant commission with flights. So you can charge a service fee or a ticketing fee for booking flight only bookings, domestic and international. And I'll explain that. You can use it if you have to make changes to a client's itinerary. That is a form of a service fee. You can charge it for research fee. That is the form of a service fee. And I'm going to tell you guys a story here that just happened to me here towards the end with a big corporate booking that I'm working on with one of my leaders, worth over $85,000 to us. So, but let me show you guys the process through Square. Square is so simple that anybody can do it. There are 3 options for taking the credit card. If you are in person with your client and you have a compatible NFC phone, a near field communicator phone like the Galaxy S23, like what I have, and they have a tap card, you can just tap their card. You put the information into you put the transaction information into the Square app, tap the card, boom, transaction done. Go straight to Square. You can instant transfer it out to your Venmo card or your bank account, whatever you want to do. I'm going to show you how I do it because I'm usually working at home when I'm taking transactions. They have a virtual terminal on your computer that you can use. So once you get signed up for Square, you will have access to all of these tools. All you have to do is hit virtual terminal, take a payment. In your virtual terminal, you can actually set up your transactions, your like everyday use transactions. Like I have a change fee, non-refundable service fee, or research fee for domestic and international itineraries, and service fees for domestic flights and international flights. Or you can just type in what you have. So, for example, let's just say change fee for activities. Oops, we're not going to do that. Change fee for activities. Yeah, I hate it when I do this. And whatever, I'll just do it because I got to set it up anyway. Okay. So you can also do a quick charge. So like if it was a change fee, I charge $100 for any changes after I've made a booking. And you can put a note to your client. So change fee for activities. Then you've got two options. One, you can either manually enter the credit card, and it's 3.5% plus 15 cents if you do that, or you can send them a payment link. Yeah, no problem, Alana. So, Giselle, that's a great question about how clients get about all these fees. And I'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. Yep, a payment link, you can actually text them. You can send them a text link to pay it on their own. Yes, there is a charge because it's a credit card processing company. So there is going to be a charge for it. But again, with your $1,000 of free processing, that charge is waived. So I send payment links to my clients when I charge my research fees, or when I charge service fees, rather than getting their credit card information from them, so that it makes it easier for them to pay it, because sometimes they are hesitant to give me their credit card information over the phone. I will say that. A lot of times they're not, but sometimes they are. Caitlin, I do not charge deposits for group bookings. So I never charge a deposit for group bookings unless my vendor requires it. And I will explain that again with my service fees. So, but Square is as simple as that. Then you just hit, if you manually enter the card, you just manually enter the card information here, hit charge, boom, done. Let me reset this. Once you are done, you click up here on the hamburger menu, you look at your balance. And mine is at 0 right now because I don't have anything in my balance at the moment. But I'll show you what it looks like. So I have my Venmo card linked to my Square account so that I can make instant transfers out. Directly to my Venmo card, and I get the money within 30 minutes. So I have instant money that goes straight to my Venmo card within 30 minutes of the charge being made. It takes about 5 minutes for the charge to go through. So in less than yes, there's a 1.9% charge to do the instant transfer out. Otherwise, you can wait 2 to 3 business days for it to go ACH to your bank. But it's worth it to do the instant transfer out because I have my clients absorb that fee. Nope, I don't withhold taxes from my instant commission, Caitlin, unless I get a 1099 or 1099K from them. Then I have to. You can absolutely use Zelle if your clients want to use that. I don't use it personally, so I don't know the process for Zelle, but this is a tried and true method that I have been using. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been using Square for 4. But yeah, so you guys can see I had a card payment of $28.75 to me. There was a 50-cent fee for my instant transfer out. And so I received $28.25. I do use Square for all of my booking payments unless it is a school group or a corporate account. If it is school or a corporate business, then I will allow them to make a payment by check or ACH. If they make it through my Square account through ACH, then it's a 1% fee that they absorb. Because that's a fee that hits me. So I tack that onto my service fee. But if they pay me by check, I don't have them absorb the fee that I get hit with. Because they're already making the effort just to write me a check. Because I'll just mobile deposit it directly into my bank. So let's talk about some more instant commissions and service fees, because those are instant commissions. So somebody asked me about what clients do, or do they balk at the service fees? Well, this is the document that I give every single one of my clients when I start working with them. These are my service fees, and I lay them out at the very beginning when I first start working with a client. And this lays out everything that I charge up front. Okay, so I charge for an initial consultation fee to begin my research. I charge $25 for a domestic itinerary, $50 for international. That is right up front. Yep, I will put this into the chat box for you guys. I will also make a Google Doc of it and link it into the description in the video. If I'm doing an airfare only ticket, an air only ticket, if it's domestic, it's $25. If it's an international ticket, it's $75. Now, the reason for the disparity is because international tickets take longer to book. Because there are a lot of different things that I have learned as a travel agent that you have to look out for with airfare and airline travel internationally, including customs times, connection times due to customs, and the time it also takes for you to put your client's documents into the airline systems for international trips. Because you want to provide that service for your clients. And you want to provide them that valuable service because you want to make their trip as seamless as possible for them. So I do all of that pre-planning for them so that all they have to do is show up to the airport, show their passport, get their bags tagged, and go to security. I have a change fee of $100. If I have already booked something for a client and it's been paid for and they need to change something, I charge them a $100 fee because that means I have to do more research and work and make changes, getting them a refund on the initial booking and then paying for the new booking. So for example, I've got a honeymoon couple that just approached me yesterday saying instead of ziplining, they want to go snorkeling in Punta Cana in the freshwater lagoons. Well, I'd already booked their ziplining excursion, so I told them there was going to be $100 change fee, and they said no problem because they got my fees right up front. I'm a destination wedding and honeymoon expert. Yes, the $100 is on top of what the fees will be for the vendor. Oh no, Tanya, never, ever, ever, ever pay with your own card to the vendor. Never. Always use your client's card. You want everything, if there is a problem, you want everything refunded directly to your client. It depends on the client, Kaylee. If I know them really well, I'll get it after I make the change. But they know that they need to pay me either way if I'm working on it. So, yeah, never, just a rule of thumb, guys, never ever pay for anything of your clients with your own cards. It makes refunds really, really messy. I did that when I was a very young travel agent and I ended up having to pay $600 out of my own pocket because a refund did not come back correctly from the vendor. So I ended up having to pay $600 out of my own pocket back to my client. So yeah, don't ever pay for anything of your clients. Always use their credit card. Yeah, so Tanya, definitely do not be paying for anything with your own card because it's going to make any refund that you have to give really messy. Always book it with your client's credit card. I'm not sure where you heard that, but yeah, because your client has to fill out a credit card authorization form authorizing you to um to use their credit card to pay the suppliers for their trip. Not your credit card, their credit card for their trip. So, Leah, I have a password protected file on my computer and I have a lockbox. So I have both. Yes, that's absolutely right, Robin. If they're on a cruise and the cruise line uses your card for incidentals, it's going to be charged to your card or could be. Absolutely. Or a hotel or anything like that. So going back to my service fees that are instant commission, I'm a destination wedding and honeymoon expert. If I'm doing one or the other, I charge a $250 service fee right up front. And then if I'm doing both, I charge a $500 service fee. So Wendy, using Square, I only use it for instant commissions. I never ever use it for client payments to suppliers. You must use the client's credit card for any payments to suppliers. You make the payment directly from the client to the vendor. So, for example, I've got a client that's going to both Universal and Disney in December. Okay. They paid me my service fee. They paid Universal and through Vax, and they paid Disney. Okay. 3 separate credit card authorization forms, 3 separate transactions, 3 separate vendors. So, and what I do, and I know this question just came up, the way I explain my service fees, guys, is because the way I explain them is that you're paying me to provide a valuable service for you by planning this trip for you. Okay. This is taking time. This is my business. If people don't value your time and are just looking for something for nothing, they are not going to pay your service fee. Okay. This is how you can push off the lookers from the bookers by charging these upfront research fees. Anybody who is going to pay a research fee is going to be willing to pay these service fee charges. Okay. 25 and 50 bucks is not much to get started on a trip. That may take me a week to book and to research. Okay. Because here's how I make up for that time. I charge a 10% service fee on top of the entire cost of the trip to cover the entire time that I have worked on that trip for my clients. So let's say it's a $7,000 Royal Caribbean cruise is what the grand total is. I charge a $700 service fee on top of that. It comes out to $7,700. They pay Royal Caribbean $7,000. They pay me $700. I make instant money. I don't have to wait for that commission to come in from Royal Caribbean before I make any money. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So, Caitlin, what I suggest is if exactly, I'm saving them time. And you still get the commission from Royal Caribbean. And that is correct. I do send them a separate payment through Square. So what I suggest, Caitlin, is it's your business. Run it how you see fit. If you're finding that you're getting more lookers than bookers, then start by charging a $25 service fee up front and just make it 25 bucks, with the exception of airline tickets. Make those 50 bucks just for tickets only. Okay, so charge that $25 research fee just to make sure that you get quality clientele, first of all, that are not going to waste your time and go off to somebody else or go off and do it on their own. Because remember, we're providing them a valuable service. Because they are not going to get the same level of service from Expedia as they are going to get from a live travel agent. Expedia is not going to be there 24 hours a day for them. Booking.com is not going to be there 24 hours a day for them to answer their questions, to fix their flights when they're screwed up. We are. We are there every step of the way for our clients. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are there for our clients to provide them with a service. And that is what we need to get paid for.
So if I'm marketing a luxury booking service,
Mm-hmm.
this research fee is basically the difference between a bookings being taken seriously.
Exactly.
So would you recommend charging a consultation fee
That's what the
instead?
research fee is. That's a
Okay.
consultation fee. Call it whatever you like. Call it a consultation fee, call it a research fee, call it a service fee, call it whatever you like.
Okay.
Charge whatever amount you think is fair. But if you're just starting out, start on the lower end.
Yeah.
And then work your way up. It took me 4 years or 6 years to start charging the fees that I'm charging at the levels that I'm charging. And here's why. Because I wasn't a confident travel agent, because I did not have the support like I do from Archer.
Yeah.
I came into this company 2 years ago. I really started taking myself seriously then when I got the support that I did. And that has increased my bookings. My last 3 host agencies were awful, and I will not name names. But they were taking advantage of me both financially and emotionally. And my stress level was through the roof when I was working with them. I thought I could make a go of it with my last one. That's why I fired my boss 4.5 years ago and started doing this full time then. But when I found Archer, I found a level of professionalism and business acumen that was second to none. And
Which I
that,
appreciate here. Yes.
yeah. And that is where I have been able to take my business more seriously. And I have gained a lot more confidence, and I have gained 3 times the number of clients in the past 2 years than I have in the other 8 years combined. Just from learning the marketing skills that I have. I've got a good head on my shoulders. I had a good marketing plan to begin with, but Archer strengthened it. When I put my new marketing plan into place and I put my fee structure into place, I started finding high quality clients that were ready and willing and wanted to travel. They weren't just looking around.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but
No, that's
I just
fine.
want to clarify. You said as soon as you put your marketing structure into place and your fee structure into place, you became a high quality travel agent?
I found higher quality clients. I found clients that weren't just shopping around looking for people to do all the work for them for free. I found people that valued the work that I did and that were willing to spend more money on their trip.
The fee structure is basically you're discerning between what's valuable for you and your time, but also for the client as well.
Exactly. I'm separating the lookers from the bookers with my fee structure.
Right.
If somebody is serious about wanting a trip,
They wouldn't find the
pay the
fees.
fee.
Like
They're going to pay
somebody who's booking trips on a lower budget would have an issue with these fees, but
they'll
people
still pay the fee. But it's those people that are just shopping around that are trying to compare what we have to, say, Costco travel. Okay, we're not Costco travel. I'm not going to give you an all-inclusive resort in Mexico for $2,000 less than what Costco travel has. Okay? But what I am providing you is a valuable service. Because again, like I said, Costco travel is not going to be there for you 24 hours a day if something goes wrong. They're not going to answer the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning if you have a problem with your hotel room.
Right.
We provide a valuable service to our clients. And that's where our time is valuable. And that's where the fee structure comes in. And people understand that our time is valuable and that this is a business for us. We are small business owners within their communities. And people have started to realize that as travel agents have popped up more and more and are starting to get on the rise again. People are starting to use us more and more, even since COVID.
Yeah, the travel industry has grown significantly since COVID.
Absolutely. So ultimately, it is your business. You run it like you want to, how you want to. But what I'm trying to teach you guys today is how to make money in this business.
And that's what these fees are.
That's what these fees are.
Okay.
This is one way to make money other than having to wait for your traditional commissions 30 to 60 days after the trip has been taken. This is the way to make right now money. And then put that on top of your traditional commission. So let me tell you guys a story. I'm working with my gold mentor, Rianne Lima. She does some trainings for us on Team Empire as well. So some of you may have heard of her. She came to me about 6 weeks ago with a government client that was going to a wind energy conference in the UK and in Norway. We started because I'm a groups expert. This was a group of 50 people. So we discussed it. I said, no problem. I'll be more than happy to help you out because she knows I'm good with flights and hotels and I know what I'm doing with groups. We decided to charge them a service fee. Well, two different service fees because we had a change in the trip. Originally, our service fee was $50 per person per leg of flight for booking this trip. So with 50 people, that would have come out to $7,500 in instant commission right off the bat, once we had determined every single leg of flight. The trip, the international portion of the trip got canceled. So we reverted and revised our original contract with the County of Humboldt, California, to say $50 an hour planning fees so that we would still make some instant commission. I received a message from the Director of Economic Development today, or yesterday, actually. Well, no, I was on a phone call with him yesterday from the County of Humboldt. He's the group leader for this trip. And he said, Mark, I got your invoice from Square. We're going to pay you guys this week by credit card because you guys have worked so hard on this trip. That payment alone to me is $4,850. To Rianne, it's another $1,750 in instant commission. That is for 101 hours worth of work that we have done on this trip so far. And this is a double group. This isn't even the other group's payment yet. That's another $1,500 in instant commission to me and another $1,000 to her. This is where that instant money comes in with service fees, guys. Instant money. $4,850 plus my other $1,500. That's $6,350 of instant commission coming to me. And I don't have to wait for the traditional commission from the buses that we booked, the hotels that we booked. That is all money that is coming into me in instant commission. And you know what I'm doing with that money? I'm using it to go to Vegas to the convention. I'm using it to go see Daniel G, the #1 sales trainer in the world, so that I can keep elevating my business. So that I can go and network with our top marketers and our top leaders. So that I can meet our teams in person. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to go, but I've been sick both years and in the hospital both years. This is what I'm talking about, elevating our business. Your time is valuable. I have worked probably in the last 2 weeks alone on this group, 65 hours myself. That's why the saying time is money really applies to us. That's where your instant commission lies, guys. It lies in those bookings with Evo Plus and Evo Rewards too, don't get me wrong. But those service fees too, that I'm showing you on the screen right now, it lies in that too. Kaylee, we do have a training on start to finish with booking a client's trip. That's a good idea. I will think about that for next month's trainings. Meg, who is your mentor? I just saw that. Okay, so Kaylee, yeah, you just spent time creating and going over a quote with a client who ended up not booking with you. The service fee, again, even if you make it $10, it doesn't have to be exorbitant, guys. It's going to show you if your clients or your potential clients are going to take your time seriously. Because your time is valuable. This is not just a job, this is a career. And we've got to all make money in our career. So don't be afraid to charge up front. Because again, like I said, Kaylee, it's going to separate the lookers from the bookers. I'm just going through here. Leah, you're going to convention this year? That's awesome. If you guys can get to convention, Daniel G, the #1 sales trainer in the world, is going to be there, and he is amazing. If you're not following him on Instagram, follow him, please. Okay, Meg, get with Emily. Have her help you. You are on Team Empire. Have her give you my contact information. I'm actually going to put it into the chat here in just a minute. Kaylee, yes, I do have this client sign this form so that it is a legal binding contract. Convention, Caitlin, is July 31st through August 4th. Thank you, Robin. Okay. Are there any other questions about instant commissions, guys? I know we got a little sidetracked, but it all circled back to instant commission. Because service fees are a big thing. Figuring out what vendors, because you can make instant commissions on any vendor that you want just by charging that service fee. It doesn't have to be the 10% like I'm charging. It can be 5%. It can be 2%. Charge what you want. It's your business. Just try to make some instant money for yourself, guys. So are there any other questions tonight?
Yeah, are you doing a training on your marketing?
I've got one on my YouTube.
Oh, can you drop your YouTube, please?
Absolutely. And this will be on my YouTube here in about an hour.
Okay. Are all of your trainings recorded and put on your YouTube?
Yes, they are.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Mark. I gotta run. I hope you guys have a great night.
No problem. There's my YouTube. There's my Facebook profile, my email address, my cell phone number. Call or text me if you guys have questions. Hit me up on Facebook if you guys have questions. Follow me on Facebook. And you can hit me up on to do that. Allison, they've got a deal. You can get a MagStripe reader for your Apple or Android phone for free. Costs nothing to start up with Square. Check the video link. I will be sending it out to the teams. As soon as I get it uploaded to YouTube, I will have my Square link in the video description. I will also have this document dropped into the description as well in a Google Doc. I'm also dropping it in as a PDF right now into the chat, so you guys can take a minute to grab it. Yeah, if you have Rakuten, you can actually pay $10 for your Square reader and then get that $10 back through Rakuten. So, or if you have the newer phones like the iPhone 15. Yeah, Chris, I just put it up in the chat a little bit ago, but let me put it back into the chat here. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube, guys. If you want, I do record all of my trainings. All of my trainings are on Tuesday nights at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. For those of you who are on Team Empire who are new and haven't been to New Agent Orientation, I am doing NAO tomorrow, and on Saturday, I also do Q&A for Team Empire as well. So thank you guys very
Saturday
much.
Then.
Yep, I will be here Saturday, and I just realized that I'm doing it tomorrow too, apparently. Next week's training is on our 21-day booking and fraud prevention procedures. So another very important training for every agent to attend. So I hope you guys can be there for that. But until then, thank you guys very much for being here. Again, my name is Mark Krebs. I'm a team leader with Team Sunset. You guys have a great rest of your evening.
Awesome, Mark. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks. Bye.